Hi everyone, it is me, Coffee Stitcher. It's the 3rd of July. So happy 4th to America. And happy regular Saturday to the rest of the world. Anybody got plans? Uh-huh. Ooh, awesome. Awesome. Okay, just be safe. That's all I ask. Myself, I will be working. Then I'll do foodie things with my family. And then I will settle in for my my 4th of July tradition, which is watching 1776, which is a fantastic musical version of the creation and signing of the Declaration, starring William Daniels, which for my generation is Mr. Feeney, which for everybody else's generation above me is St. Elsewhere and a whole bunch of other things. He was Dustin Hoffman's dad in The Graduate. He's really awesome, and I love him to death. Also involved is Blythe Danner, who is really the only weak point in the movie. Yeah. And unfortunately, well, I say that. She is kind of a weak point. What really hurts her is the fact she's actually pregnant with Gwyneth Paltrow, so Gwyneth Paltrow is kind of changing the movie from being as perfect as it could be. So, there you go. So I've got a little bit of haul, and then I've got some WIP updates. So haul-wise, I didn't really, I don't think I got much more. I think this is all that I got this week. I did buy a whole bunch of floss at Michael's with their weekend sale to kit up a couple of projects, but nobody really wants to see a whole bag full of DMC, so I'm not going to bother with that. I did receive Raven Queen and Sharpie for October. I'm not entirely sure yet which beads are going to be swapped out completely, because I've got to figure out my color swaps first. So there's a chance that some of these beads will not get used, which is okay, because I can use them for other things. So there's the Raven Queen. That's the Stitch Along that will start in Stitch Mania in October. And then I got from Lourdes of the lovely Die Stitch Love some of her fabulous fabric of the month. This is called Key Lime. It smells amazing. It does not smell like key lime pie, which is probably a good thing because then I might try and eat it. And eating fabric is never a good thing, but it's a really, really, really pretty yellow-green color. This is one of my choices for Octopus Treasure Cave, which is my chatelaine. Or I'll be doing it on the one from Steffi. I'll be doing my Floss Trust soon. I know it'll show up fine on Steffi's, but I want to see how it'll show up on here, because I really kind of like the idea of doing it on this. If not, never fear, I have other things I can do on it, because I are resourceful. So I just want to make sure there's a couple of the greens that are dinky dyes that I'm not sure will show up. That's my only real concern. Okay, so let's get into WIPs. We do have one new start. This is July, so we're doing Wine and WIPs in Stitch Mania, which are, the idea behind it was we would learn wine facts. But since I don't drink, no one has been doing the wine facts thing. So I think we're all just randomly drinking whatever we feel like drinking. But the idea was to work, you know, after Mania, where we got everything started, and June, where we kind of recovered and tried to figure out what the hell was going on. In my case, it was, let's finish a couple of these things that I started. July was meant to be a month to get back and work on either projects that we whine because we don't really, we enjoy them, but they're frustrating us, or we're whining because we really want to go back to them or really wanted to start them. So it was whatever you wanted to interpret wine to be. I know the Stash Queen, the Divine Katie, is doing an hour each day on one that makes her wine. So it's getting an extra 7 hours a week, and she's just doing 4. So one project per week, an hour a day. I decided not to do that because I tend to really prefer sticking to the once a week rotation, unless I achieve where my goal is. So that was kind of what I'm doing. So the first thing that I'm going to show you the WIP update on. Okay, we're sticking. We are sticking. I have 3 needle minders on Paradise Lost for no other reason than because I can. But this is where I left off on Paradise Lost. I got the top part of the tree done, and I started in on the banner that says, "What hast thou done?" Before it was time to kind of move on. So, you really can't see. So that's where I am on it. This Stitching Joanne, the dark green in this is Gloriana. And I know you were a little concerned about it cost-wise. If it makes you feel any better, Gloriana in the States, most places, is $8. So you're getting it a little cheaper than I'm able to get it. But, as I said in my comment, and for those in general who might not be aware, Gloriana, it comes on a skein like this. Gloriana is 6 yards of 12-strand fabric. Or 12-strand fabric, 12-strand silk. So that roughly translates to 36 yards if you're doing 2 strands. If you do 1 strand, then that's 72 yards. And since this is on 35, I'm using 1 strand. So for $8, which, you know, DMC here is 30 cents. So I haven't stopped to do this math, so we're going to find out how well I can do math on the fly. I should have done this beforehand. So $8 minus, oops, no, there are 8 minus 0.39. We'll say it's not on sale and that it's 40 cents. So $7.61 is what I pay. So you get 72 yards divided by 7.61. No, 7.61 divided by 72. That means I'm paying 10 cents a yard for Gloriana, whereas the, let's see, 8 meters, no, 36 meters, 8 meters. Okay, so it's roughly 9 yards. So, though you still actually do come out cheaper, because it's 4 cents. Okay, go with the DMC if you don't want to pay the cost for the Gloriana. Really, in some projects, I think it probably would make a difference. In this case, I don't think it's going to make too much of one. That said, I really like working with Gloriana. It's really nice. So I like it, and there's only 3 colors, and it's still, you're getting almost 72. You're getting like 72 yards of it for $8. So, now that said, given the exchange rate, and I know DMC is more expensive over there, it might end up being cheaper on you in the long run to do Gloriana. But that's that. That's Paradise Lost, and for those of you who don't remember, here's the full chart. I know there's this sort of new push with the hashtag Real Stitchers Don't Steal. So here is my chart. I don't promise in my WIP updates, like just pictures to Facebook or in the groups I'm in or in on Instagram, to post the chart if it's either A, not a completion, or B, it's just like a quick update, because most of the time I'm just trying to do it real quick. But I will try in my videos to show it up, so that way you can at least refer back and see that yes, I do. So there's my official shot. So Paradise Lost. I started in the Halloween cross-stitching group, Scream House by Just Nan. So the first, it's a stitch along where you do either one wall panel or 2 roof panels a month. And I think probably I would also count both floor panels as being 1 month, because the interior floor panel is just a border. It's really not a lot. So, and the roof panels aren't that intense. But to be honest, neither was the actual, I did the front door. I did this in about 2 days. But there it is. I did not do the beading yet. I'm waiting to do the beading at the end, because I don't know how Q-snappy this might get, and I don't want to accidentally break some of the beads. But this is a mixture of DMC and Weeks Dye Works. This part is on Weeks Dye Works 10 Roof. And this is the front door. There's a few small fractional stitches, and then this spider up here is a Smyrna cross, and then the broom is also a Smyrna. So that's Scream House. And it was a total blast to stitch on. The border really even didn't kill me too badly, and y'all know I don't really do borders too well. So that was Scream House. Now the next thing I'm going to pick up, which will be this evening when I get back from, I'm about to meet a friend for, I guess it's dinner, because it's past lunch, but it's too early really to be dinner. So I'm about to show you, but I also tried out those new bobbins that I got from my LNS, and I'm absolutely in love with these. These are awesome, because it gives you your full bobbin, it gives you the little place to fold the extra, and it will fit in a normal floss box. You just have to stack it like that. So I really, really, really like these. So I may start slowly kind of converting over to them. We'll see. So there's that. Now then the next thing I'm going to, because I'm whining about how I've wanted to go back to it, is going to be Blue Jeans and Daisies by the ever-delightful Belinda Carlsnace. So I've got, my goal this week is to try and finish, if not the entirety of part 1, I've got 2 motifs left. I've got the big one, tree with the squirrel, and then the honeycomb. I'd like to try and finish the rest of it, the rest of part 1, but we'll see. I'm not entirely sure how I'll do time-wise. So that is everything in terms of that. All right. Oh, the next thing I kind of wanted to sort of throw out there is the my train of thought totally just left me. Did you see that? It just went. I'm trying to kind of find newer designers. I bought a chart, and I'm gonna botch the name of it. And hopefully I can pull up a picture of it without it, because I can't remember if it's actually got a cover picture or if it's just the actual pattern itself. Okay, that's the actual charts. This must be the picture. Yes. Someone called, her name is Maggie Koz, and I believe she's Hungarian. Her full name is Raquel Blasco. I bought this chart from her. It's called Ready for Halloween. I've seen, and I'm probably about to mispronounce it, I believe it's My Private Garden is the English translation. It's Jardin Privé. I can't tell if she's Italian and just designs in French, or if she's French but lives in Italy. I can't quite tell. But she's got some really, really cute snow globy things, including an Alice one that I really like. So I'm kind of looking for some of these people that I maybe don't know about. So if anyone wants to, because I'm not necessarily, well, I'm kind of beginning to get into samplers, like the more traditional ones. I don't really like Quaker things. I still am not so big on the Quaker things. But if anyone has any designers they really, really like that I haven't discovered, and I don't mean things like, I know who Little House Needleworks is, I know Country Cottage, and they all have really cute things, and there are things that I want. But just some out there that I may not know, please leave in comments, because I'm always looking for new and interesting. So yeah. I hope everyone has a great holiday. Oh, I forgot. This is for the maniacs out there, because I keep swearing that I was going to do this, and I forgot it in the last 2 videos. So, there we go. So now I have my pearls on, and I'm clutching them. Okay, that's enough of that. I do declare that I am a proud sugar baker woman. See, when I try and do that, I just really end up sounding like my Dustin Hoffman in Tootsie. Which is okay by me. Anyhow, I hope everyone has a fun and safe holiday. And I will see you all very, very soon.